This lab space really is intended to provide three things. It's about testing, demonstrating, and collaborating. We provide the test space, the physical infrastructure for our teammates to be able to test new technology ultimately before it lands at our customers' sites.
So the lab space, for us at least, it's kind of that perfect spot for practicing setting up our systems, which can be kind of technically tricky. So understanding, these networks that will later then be deployed inside of buildings, on our own before they become customer facing.
The second piece is this space serves as a demonstration space, both for our internal teammates to be able to educate across the company what we're doing, what's new and innovative, but also to be able to bring in customers and show them what's on the forefront.
So when Mark Eaton approached me with this, I really got excited because I saw it as a space that we could really try different products out side by side of different manufacturers, many different product types, and kind of use it as a demonstration space so that us engineers and also our project team peers could really get a hands-on look at the products that we're putting in front of our customers.
So we have some wireless occupancy sensors. They're tied to some keypads over here that control some of the lights so we can see everything in action. And so there's on, off, up, down, and then the favorites, which we did a upgrade for a school district. And this is like your old AM stereo in your car. Just press and hold for 10 seconds and it memorizes where it's at. So the teachers have their favorite level, which is very useful for video presentations.
One of the interesting challenges with lighting, especially over the last 10 years since LED lighting really took off, is that the market is still very much working through iterations of product design, and it continues to evolve. So 6 months from now, you're going to have a different set of products than you do today. So having a space like this allows us to receive products from our vendors, which we can get relatively quickly, and trial them in some test fixtures that we have, just to make sure that they haven't made a design change that's going to have some kind of an aesthetic issue for the customer, which is one of those unique nuances about lighting. It is very much about energy savings, but there's an aesthetic that we have to manage and maintain when we're doing these projects.
It's not about just testing a single product, which our manufacturers, of course, do before it reaches us. It's about how does it interact with all the different building systems in a real building space, right? I think there's another element to it, which is about the collaboration, right? Once you have, say, a wireless team working with a lighting team, working with a manufacturing team like our Overcast group, you start to get new ideas generating about how we might use these products together that you wouldn't get sort of in a standalone manufacturer's R&D space.
We were really excited about it. I mean, the advancements in wireless technologies have been large over the last few years. I mean, we've all heard about 5G. We're excited about the tech. We're excited about what the tech can bring to other groups in McKinstry, and we're really just excited to start collaborating with others, because I think that's been something we haven't focused on enough as a wireless group, recently, but we're, excited to remedy that.
For our employees, I think it's a chance to learn about our offerings. There's so much that we do at McKinstry. It's tough to keep up to date on what's happening to the left and right of you. And this is a chance to not just keep up to date on the offerings in general, but see what's coming. I think it's really important for our people to understand what's going on in other business units that aren't their own, because we're ultimately charged with making every building that we touch more efficient. And that can't just be about the one thing that I know, right? We're constantly working with different teams, so being able to tap into those resources to the left and the right of us in this lab space is just one way that we can get folks both learning about what's coming, but also excited about it, because oftentimes it takes people being excited about it to think about how might I use that in a project.